Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pimp My Design. Today we're taking a concept that was sent in from Rocky from Sektor, which is an image for welcoming new staff to the team. Without further ado, here it is. This is the image that Rocky has sent us. If we just want to dissect it quickly, isn't anything extremely bad about it. There's a couple of things you can do just to elevate it to the next level. We'll start with the image of this gentleman here, Andrew. In a rule of photography, when you crop an image, if you don't put someone's head to the top of the frame, it makes them look short, which is fine. Often it's not ideal if the person is a short person, but generally speaking, to fix this, you just change the crop. So what I'm going to do, and this next thing you're about to see me do, is Design 101, do not do. But the reason I'm doing it is because Rocky hasn't sent me the original file for the gentleman here, and that is stretching an image. So I'm doing this just so he feels the frame. A little bit more, like that. So as you can see, he now feels more part of the frame. He doesn't feel short anymore. The next thing to think about is, I would say, some retouching. We have some highlights here and some oilness, is that a word? Oily here, another spot here, and some bags there. So we can fix that really quickly. I'll show you how to do that. So what you do is you take your stamp tool, you set the tool to darken, and then you change your opacity because you don't want it to be too strong. But what you do is you tell Photoshop, hey Photoshop, see this skin here? I want to copy this skin, but I only want to replace it on skin that is lighter than the sample I've taken, or darken. So by doing this, it's going to darken all of anything I click that is lighter than that skin color. Okay, and you do this for all highlights that you want to just bring down just a little bit. With the nose, you don't want to get rid of it too much because there will always be light refraction or reflection on images. So I'm just going to do it slightly, but not too much. Oh, and I keep stuffing it up because I'm trying to do this quickly. Cool. And then you basically do the same thing, but in reverse, for bags and wrinkles, because you don't want to get rid of wrinkles because they're a part of you, but you might just want to reduce them a little bit. And this is what I do when I retouch photos of people. I don't like to overdo it, just because alright, there's a big blob there, so I'm just going to lighten that bit there because I think I did it too much there. There we go. The other thing to mention is he's very red, and there's a quick way to fix that. It's telling Photoshop, hey Photoshop, for everything that's red, let's just change the color of it. So as you can see, if I go like this, he's now a blue person, which is not healthy. But if I just go from red to that way a little bit, it takes out some of that red pigment, and you can see the difference, only very slightly. But you can expand it just a bit like this. There we go. The other thing to note is that the image has lost a bit of his ear, so we're going to have to perform some plastic surgery to fix that. And the way you do that is basically the same again. I'm going to tell Photoshop I would like some of his skin here, and I'm just going to pop it here. Okay, it's a very rough cut that's probably not realistic. Oh, sorry, I'm doing this with a trackpad because I forgot my mouse today. Oh, it looks like a leprechaun. It's not the best blending I've ever done. Okay, we can do that a lot better, but for the sake of time, what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to merge those. Alright, so on their website they use the black, red, green, grey and white. So I'm going to put a black strip here to house the logo. Oh. Something I prepared earlier. When you send files to a designer, try and send working files whenever possible. It just makes life a lot easier. Alright. So I quite like the O design element here, and I want to bring this into design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a circle. And I'm going to remove the top part of the circle, so it's a semicircle. Oop. I'm going to make this green, and then I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to make it grey, and this is going to make some interest in the background, so let's do that. Let's tilt it a little bit. Alright. I'm going to enlarge this, so about like that. Okay. Kind of want that to go around the background there. It feels a bit uniformed when their logo is not, so let's just do that. Now I'm going to write "Welcome Andrew" in a different font to their brand font, just to give it a bit of interest. So Friday Vibes, one of my favourite fonts for adding some quick jazz. Keep that black. Then I'm just going to write Andrew, exclamation mark. Turn it into Helvetica New because that's their brand font. I might go condensed black, uppercase, give it some spacing. I feel like this grey is a bit too much, so I'm just going to lighten it a little. There we go. Oh, I can't spell. Alright, so let me just fix that to welcome, not welcome. And then let's just pop his business title under there. Oop. Make that Helvetica New. Let's just do a light version. Let's make it uppercase. Let's close that space, shall we? Bring it down. Space it out. Shake it all about. Maybe this could be bigger again. I don't like. Now that would be center aligned. I don't really like that. Whoop. Excuse my silence, I'm just thinking. I feel like Andrew gets lost, so let's make Andrew black again. Perhaps green for welcome. Then maybe we make this bold, which goes against what I just said, but let's make it green. Drop the pixels down a couple. Make sure the spacing is right between the two of these, so say 15. And that is how I would take the image on the left and maybe jazzicize it up a little bit. So what we've done here is we've added some of the elements from the logo, did a logo strip, retouched and fixed up some blemishes on Andrew, and just brought a bit more hierarchy to the way we've done Andrew's name here.